So cute! Hey, Riggs. Daily Lands blog for,
Oh,
I'm watching over your shoulder, Case.
Cute.
Daily Lands blog for the 19th of August 2020. And we were talking about it before. You know what the significance of today in my family and your family is, right?
Your parents' anniversary?
Yeah. My parents were married in 1931.
No, they weren't married in 1931.
No, my dad was born in 1930. My parents were married in 1951. Which means I believe that this would be their 69th anniversary. Now, my mom passed away, I guess about a year and a half ago. And I think you can't truly understand your parents. In no way can you understand your parents until you have your own kids, if you're lucky enough to have your own kids. Because that puts everything in perspective. And I think one of the obligations you have as a child as you get older is to accept the fact that your parents are not perfect, that your parents think thoughts sometimes that are not perfect, that your parents do things that aren't perfect. But when you're a kid, it's difficult to imagine that. My mom, I never really realized it until I was probably, well, it was probably 10 years ago. I was doing a documentary on depression, darkness and hope, depression, sports, and me. And I interviewed my dad for a segment. We actually never used it. He didn't make the cut. But we had this talk about mental health. And I said, Dad, I told you about my struggles, but were you aware ever that, I didn't seem like myself? And he said, no, I never noticed that. And then when we stopped shooting, I said, Dad, are you aware that Mom probably suffers from something, general anxiety disorder, that's probably more than nothing? Like, this is not like a minor thing, because I was thinking back to my life and all the things that she would worry about and how she would be overcome with anxiety. And he said, no chance. There's no way. And I said, okay, because at that point, it didn't really make any difference. It wasn't like she was going to go for help at that point. But it really left an impression on me how a generation before me, exactly a generation before me, my parents, did not have an understanding. I don't think it's of mental illness, but that mental illness could be dealt with, that you could actually go to a doctor like you would for anything else, and you could get something that potentially could help you. Or you could go talk to someone who potentially could help you. And it wasn't until that exact day that I thought, wow, my mom really lost out. She really lost out on a lot. Hold on one sec, Riggs. I'm Big Finish coming up here.
Bring it home.
Yeah, she lost out on that. She was always kind of on the edge of her seat, and she just worried about us. She worried about my dad. She worried about everything so much. Never worried about herself. But I feel terrible that she gave up a piece of her life to this illness that she wasn't even aware that she had, and that's why we got to change things. And we are, but we have to continue to. It's 2020. It's time. SickNotWeak.com. How many hours, Case?
24
24.
hours.
How many days?
425.
425. And you know why we're here, Case? Tell me why we're here.
Because it's 2020 and we need to deal with this shit.
Nice job, because it's 2020 and we need to deal with this shit. Good job, Case. Tap my hand.
Thank you.
I miss my mom. I get sad when I think about it.
Yeah.